Alrighty. Hello. Maybe you're like me and you got to level 100 with your crafters and then you tried to figure out, okay, what the heck do I do from here? And things are going to seem a little bit weird as I dance around. I'm going to try my best to kind of lay it out in a way that makes sense. But one of the things that I read, I actually still have the Reddit post, the Reddit response, really. If you are trying to get materia and you have a lot of time to kill, this suggestion was kind of interesting to me, and it has worked so far. What you do is you find the gear for the expansion that is the maximum level, but not even close to the maximum item level. So for this expansion, that was going to be the Thunderyard stuff. So it's like Thunderyard, Silk Cap of Crafting, etc. All the way down. It will be non-blue. I think non-green is also important. You build that entire set. I chose Carpenter, and I can always switch to my higher level Carpenter stuff. This is specifically to get your own materia for melding and pentamelding. That's what this is for specifically. So you make your Thunderyard stuff, which is, if you've been crafting up to level 100, it really wasn't that difficult. What I like to do as I'm leveling up is I will make the gear for each level. So before the Thunderyard stuff, I made all the Rroneek's Surge stuff. Before the Rroneek's Surge stuff, I made all of the and HQ, just because, you know, it's not that hard. It would have been level 92, right? I don't know what it was at level 92. It could be leather. I mean, it's been a while. Sorry. Casting. Who knows? Whatever. So anyway, crafting. No, that's still 95. So yeah, you make it as you go. I just HQ as I go. Actually, I'm going to change the view mode right now, so hopefully my... Okay, hold on. Check. But the audio from the... Okay, that should still be where it should be. Okay. Let me just refresh. Okay, that one's fine. Cool. So, because we're going to be doing some screen sharing a little bit here and there. But anyway, for materia farming, you make... In this case, at level 100, it's the item level 690 stuff. You make an entire set, and you pentameld it. And it does not matter what you put in your pentameld. Like, you'll see, this one has determination on it and GP, which aren't crafting things. I had a lot of extra rank 1, 2, the odd numbers, rank 1, 3, 5, etc. for control and whatnot. Like, I have other, like, this one has GP on it as well. Again, not a crafting stat. But I did have a lot of extras. This one has skill speed. Like, it doesn't matter. You pentameld it all the way. I chose carpentry because I can make these Claro walnut lumbers. And for 3,600... company seals, you can buy 6 items that you can then turn in to a guy in More Dunna, which you'll probably have to, like, you'll probably have to unlock it. It's not hard to unlock, but it's one of these traders here. You give him 6 of these items, or you do your daily Ixali quest. I don't have any of the Beastman stuff opened up, so I can't really attest to that. But you give him 6 of those items, you get one of these better crowned pies. You can buy them on the market board if you want to. Like, it was only 1,300 on my server. You buy, so this has increased spirit bond +2. You also make your own superior spirit bond potion, which let's see, where did it go? think it's in this. Okay, hold on. Can't click. Superior Spirit Bond. It's a level 72 craft. You just gather these things, you make it. Really not difficult at all. So you have +6 increase, and you HQ it. So +6 increased Spirit Bond gain from those, +2 from those. And lastly, one thing that I was not prepared for, but I'll show you really quick. I don't have these because I hadn't started doing them until, like, I didn't really start this until recently. But it's been a lot of fun doing it. If you have your squadron all leveled up, I believe they kind of do need to be at level 60, I believe, in order to reliably be able to get the rewards. But you go into your squadron every week, and I'm going to do this tomorrow because tomorrow's the server reset. Every week, you go into, it'll be over here, right? No. It'll be over here. Which one is it? Because I haven't done it yet. That's Gold Saucer. Company Seals. So Squadron Spirit Bonding Manual. 2 hours plus 3 more Spirit Bond bonus. So weekly you can get 5 of those. I think it said you get 5. Did it say 5? Sorry. So 5. And they last 2 hours, so you can get a good chunk of stuff done in that time. That's the reagent that I'm least likely to want to just use willy-nilly. I want to gather. But since I didn't have those, what I did was an experiment. I just kept doing 40 of the Claro walnut lumbers via quick synthesis at a time. And I found out it with only the better crowned pie and the superior spirit bond potion, it takes me approximately 125 of these crafts. What you should probably do is you should do like 120, although I think the maximum you can do is 99 at a time, so 80 and 40, whatever you want to do it. Do 120, stop, and just do one at a time until you start seeing these things pop. And you'll see most, if you made all the gear at the same time, you'll see a lot of them pop at the same time. I've only done that 3 times. It takes 625 logs in order to make the... Wait, what was I saying? Hold on. 625 logs to make the 125 lumber. And I think it's 1,000. I have it written down somewhere. Hold on. Sorry. Is it in here? I don't remember if it's in here. Okay, I make these. I actually did this just... Where did I put it? Sorry. Okay, 1,000 wind crystals and 625 logs. Now, you can do all of this for free. Certainly can. And I have done a lot of it for free. I farmed a lot of these logs on my own, and even with gear and food, although there's probably better food for it, like I think probably Perception GP would be better food for it. You can get a very good chunk in the 30 minutes of the duration of your food. So, yeah, 125 fully gets you all of these filled in their spirit binding, and that's again only with the crowned pie, the better crowned pie, and the superior spirit bond potion. I'm gonna have to do the numbers again, like run another experiment for the manual as well. I'm looking forward to that tomorrow. But I stocked up. This is actually 3126. I think it's 5. 3126. Stop it. Gosh dang it. $625. That's not what I wanted to do. Hold on. Times 5. And since you need 625 per craft, it do 5 full rounds. And that's 5,000 crystals as well. Like The crystals, I think, are probably harder to get overall than the logs, but it's not the worst. And you can buy them for like, usually people are selling them for less than 100. You can go on the market board, and if the price is right, I will buy. I have saved up. I had like 23 something million before this because I did everything myself. I didn't go and buy HQ stuff from the market board. I leveled all of the crafting up at the same time. I crafted my own. I gathered for and crafted my own gear. It's just, it's all doable. Wind crystals currently, I can't buy more because I'm almost at cap. I haven't used the ones I bought, but like 60 per crystal, not bad. And then for the Claro Walnut, the Claro Walnut log, not the best price. 187. They were lower last time I checked, I think. But, you know, this is what you could be spending. Like, you need 625 for a full round to get your full spirit binding. So you're looking at, like, these are under 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 120,000 ish, less. So like, since it's only 18ish, we'll call it 114,000. That's just for 600, and then you get your 25, however you want to get it. So that's going to grant you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 materia that is guaranteed to be rank 11 or rank 12. You're probably mostly shooting for 11s for pentamelding. The other way you can do it, and I kind of just remembered this today by looking, really, it's dumb, is you go into the materia. So Crafter's Scrip Materia, you want to choose the purple category, and you can buy 11s. You're not going to need 10s for the pentamelding you eventually want to do, but you can buy a lot of stuff with your purple scripts, which have started to be a little bit less useful. But the other thing that's very important for today, this video specifically, is these Mason's abrasives, which cost 500 each. You'll notice I have 8 right now. I have some script saved up. I might have to use it for what we're gonna do as far as materia goes. No, that can't be right. I would have to use oranges, and for oranges as well. The rank 12 materia is 500. Again, I'm kind of hoping not to have to do it, but we'll find out. A little worrisome. Okay, so what prompted all of this? All of this, not theory crafting, but searching and figuring things out. I got to 100. I made this gear, basically. I didn't. This is newly made as of a few days ago because I want to do the pentamelding and my own spirit bonding farming. But I made the Thunderyards stuff. I came over to these guys, and I found, okay, what kind of gear can I buy? I actually figured this out at level 90. You see, at each at like 70, 90, whatever, you can actually buy your gear for purple scripts. And I did that at 90. And then at 95, I made the new set. 97, the new set, whatever it was. And then I made the Thunderyards. And then I farmed... I farmed a lot of Orange Scrip. And this is like, this is in 7.4 Dawn Trail. So, like, each new expansion, some of the expansions had gear that you could buy. And the problem with all this gear is it cannot be pentamelded. So, I farmed the Orange Scrip. I did so by going... I made these exclusively. I went to collectibles, and I made the Rarefied Ra'Kaznar Round Knives. They are 144 sorry, they appraise for 144 Orange Scripts if they're maximum, if they're over 1140. I think this is 11400 actually, as far as quality goes, or collectability in this case, but it's quality still. And I calculated how much all of the gear would cost and all of the level 12 materia to, I don't have the number anymore, but it's a lot. I just spammed them. I just like 1 or 2 days. I just went out and I mined all the Ra'Kaznar ore, all of the magnesia powder, all of the Claro walnut logs, and what's the last thing? All of the raw black stars, more magnesia powder to make the whetstones, and just I made so many of these that I could almost do the entire rotation in my sleep. Then, after I'd purchased all the gear and all the materia to meld it, I found out that these recipes exist. I bought, over time I had so many of the purple scripts that I could eventually just buy all of these, all the master recipes. Found out that these things exist. Oh wait, no, sorry. It'd be in lumber. Sorry, carpentry, whatever. I wanted to make this freaking item level 770 cane for myself. And I'm like, okay, I'm in full 750, item level 750, fully materiaed. I should be able to make these. No, sir. Nope. Nope. I can make them. And don't worry about... Actually, yeah, no. I don't even have the requirements as far as stats go. Like, I need... And Blacksmith actually has the little soul crystal for a little bit. Like, I have 20 more control because of it. And I think a little bit more, like 15 more CP, I think. Let me go over to... Yeah, 15 more CP. And probably a little bit more... No, yeah, a little bit more craftsmanship too. So 5, 6, 6, 8 versus 5, 6... Yeah, so 20, 20, and 20. That's all this does, by the way. It doesn't do anything else. Just gives you... Yeah. Actually, no, it says right there, yeah. You can see in the top left, craft 20, blah, blah. Okay. Anyway. Not even close to what I need. Sorry. Yeah, not even close. You can see requirements not met. So I'm like, okay, that sucks. Why can't I make this if my item level 750 stuff is already as melded as it can be, and whatever. I have no CP on any of these pieces of gear. That's going to come into play here. And I'm like, okay. And I kind of looked around and asked around, and the thing that you have to do in order to be able to make this stuff is food, very helpful. Food would probably push me over the edge. Actually, no, food would guarantee push me over the edge for these things. Let's see, this is carpentry. Carpentry is not a good example because of what I got going on, right? Because of the gear I'm wearing. Let's say I was going to make a pistol. Blacksmithing. I got that. Food would easily push me an extra 45. Sorry, this person's doing their crafting. Yeah, so food would easily push me the extra 45, but I am incredibly short on the CP. The recommended amount of CP for those things, so like they're 10,040 difficulty, which is how much progress you have to get through. Let's see the Courtly Lovers stuff, which is the gear I'm talking about making. They recommend 5803 minimum craftsmanship. Not even close, even with food. Control 5395, not even close, even with food. CP 773, not even close, even with food. Not even close on any of those with food and with, let's see, the plus 63 control from an HQ Command Craftsman's Tisane, or the plus 27 CP from the HQ Cunning Craftsman's Tisane. So I started to panic a little bit. I got really bummed out. And then I looked at, okay, how do I make the gear that I need in order to make the gear that I want. So I go back into Craftsman stuff and go into master recipes, and I go like and I noticed that the 750 item level, which is the same freaking item level I have, but notice how this gear says advanced melding forbidden underneath that green text, and this stuff does not. This blue stuff cannot be pentamelded. These things can, and that's where everything started to come together. I need to make this stuff. I'm going to show you making... I'm going to show you a bunch of stuff. Like, this isn't even close to the entirety of the video. I'm going to make one crested coat of... Nope, sorry. One crested shirt of gathering. I'm actually... Sorry. One crested shirt of crafting. Why can I not speak? I just got a little bit panicked that these material... I was looking at these materials, but I should still be fine. Okay. We're going to make one of these. I'm going to show you what I have to do in order to make it. I haven't done any of this, but I have calculated it. I need... So I'm going to be eating an HQ Rroneek Steak, which gives CP plus 92, Control plus 97. I'm going to be... I don't think I'm going to be using the Cunning Craftsman's Tisane for making the materials for the shirt, but I will need to be downing one of these, which it has a 15-minute duration, so it's actually still pretty good. We'll see. I might have to use one. I'm not sure. I think I do, but I'm not sure. We'll be downing one of these plus the steak in order to actually make the gear. What I have been doing for melding my gear is, and then I have to show you the menu in a weird way because I can't, so I have to go through that way and then, okay, because I can't actually, I'll show you. If it's already melded and can't be pentamelded, it just shows you this, unable to meld. There's nothing that's unmelded at all in my gear, so I have to go into my frickin', I have to find something unmelded, and then click on equipped. Anyway. Let's look at, so as I'm melding stuff, I am seeing that this piece of gear, before melding, had +0 craftsmanship. It's like, okay, let's give it craftsmanship. Let's balance it out. It's not the way to do it. I have to take off, and I'm gonna start doing it right now. I have to take off every single piece of crafting materia, and I have a 40% chance that, so I have a 60% chance that I will lose it. And they cost 500 each. Or, again, with the whole... I have 5... I'm going to cap out my spirit binding on my carpentry gear on 12 pieces of gear, so 12 materia. I'm going to do that 5 times. So I'm going to get a total of 60, either rank 11 or rank 12 materia. It's something. And then you can buy the 11s with, I think it was 250 purple crafting scrip. You can buy the 12s with 500 orange crafting scrip. You can make the gear for the purple crafting scrip pretty dang easily. You just go here, you find out which one gives you the most. Okay, it's the Rarefied Ra'Kaznar War Scythe. I get 198 per maximum collectability, and these were easy to make with only the item level 6. Like, those were the Rarefied Ra'Kaznar Round Knives were easy to HQ fully and make in total with just the gear that you can make, again, also very easily for item level 690, level 100 stuff. Okay. So what I figured out, I have to take all of the craftsman's materia off. Again, I have to get to the menu in a stupid way. And I'm going to show you, actually, one more thing. So, that's for the thing I eventually want to be able to make, the item level 770 weapons and gear. What we're actually at right now is these item level, the 35 durability materials things, which are things like the Diatrima felt. See how it's 35 durability, 5130 difficulty, 12716 max quality. See 35 durability. The representative, like the example recipe they use here, and this is a FF14Gillionaire.com. They'll give you an entire macro. I'm not going to do I'm going to do the macro in order, but in order to just be able to do this macro and guarantee that you're going to be successful, 5380 craftsmanship. I'm good there, and I'll show you I'm still going to be good after taking off all that materia. 5115 control. I'm already almost there. The problem, and sorry, this is with food. So you're going to be eating the Rroneek Steak HQ and then using the new totals to see if they match or beat this. Okay? And 716 CP. I'm at like 550 CP if I'm not on one of the jobs that has the soul crystal, and you can do a maximum of 3. I think I only have 2. I have cooking. Stop it. Yeah, I have cooking and blacksmithing. I think I was gonna do goldsmithing. I just never did. Oops. Yeah, I just never did. Anyway, I'll show you. So these are the stats we need to get to after food, which means I needed 23 control because my current control plus 23 plus the steak equals the 5115, and I needed 77 CP because the 92 from the steak plus whatever I have. Yeah. Anyway, so I found out, and one of the stupid things is I'm going to be putting plus 10 CP on this item. You'll notice it only takes 8. So all 8 of the craftsmanship that I am taking off. Hey, I kept it, I think. Did I keep that one? Hold on. Yeah, it's a good sound. Yay, cool. This is the only item I'm leaving the control on. All craftsman comes off. This is such a... Yep, see, that one broke. You could hear this shatter. I don't need them. It is still sad, but I don't need them. This one, I'm kind of sad that... I'm sorry, this one wasn't going to get CP anyway, but I need to take off both of these. Hope to at least keep the control. That'd be really nice. Yay! I was lucky. Again, 60% chance of shattering. Like that. But yeah, it took a lot of... I'm like, how do I make this... I thought that I had to go in... Do I still have a log up? Okay. I thought that I had to go all the way back to the 720 stuff and make and actually like pentameld with good materia all of this gear. And you probably did have to do that before you could actually just buy the item level 750. Like because these things are being released every however many months with a new patch. So like 7.1, 7.2, and then actually this site says what it's from. So like the item level 750 gear that I'm going to be making, that's this stuff. Like see how it says food and the Tisane. This is a representative of the, let's go back, of, where do I have it? Let's do it, let's see. So crafting, see how it's 10080. Oops, that's wrong then. Hold on. Oh, this stuff, okay. So a funny thing, in 7.2, the materials got added, and then in 7.3, the gear got added. So this 1008 difficulty, sorry, 1080, whatever, 70 durability, And then these are the stats these are the stats I'm actually going to be building toward. Again, this is actually after food, so not really that big a deal. You actually need less control, funny enough, but more craftsmanship. Now I'm kind of... But here's the thing. Notice how this requires 4 to 5 HQ mats. I'm going to be adding 100% HQ mats. So I can actually skimp a little bit on these two things as long as I have the requirements met. But I'm definitely not skimping on the CP. CP is king, apparently, in these. That's what one of the posts said. And the thing is, I was pulling my hair out trying to figure, like, I can't get to these numbers. I can't get to these numbers. Like, I thought these were the numbers you had to get to before you ate these things. And at the very top, stats displayed are the minimum requirements after food and potion are used. Don't mind all the weird... Gamers are weird, as you know. Okay, anyway. So, yeah, we're going to make it. I have to go through all the steps to do it, though. I think this is the only... Okay, this piece is not having any of the control removed because adding CP to it would be stupid. I would only get 1 out of it. I had to remove both the craft and control from here because I need to put both of these control. This is also had to be both control. I think they were both craft. This is going to be both control. I think they were both craft. This one will get... I have a list, okay. But these are all, let's see. Notice how I can get 12 CP at... I can only get 11. But we're going to have 1 CP and 1 control. So I really only need one of these to... Actually, I want both of them. But I can leave one in. So I actually don't have to risk losing this one. Same here. I can get 11 with as a rank 12 CP. I was hoping to keep it, but it's fine. And then all of these are going to be CP. I'm going to get a full 11 out of this one. 11 out of this one. At least let me keep some of them, you jerks. Especially if they're control, please. I don't want to have to buy them. Jackasses. Well, they sell on the auction house or the market board for not bad prices, actually. So we'll probably do that instead. I got to save the orange scripts, really. And I don't care about keeping these Craftsman. Okay. So that I don't mess things up. I made a list here. So... CP only on all accessories and my main weapon. I'm going to get only 8 out of it, so why the heck waste? I'm just going to use a rank 10. I'm not going to reuse one of the bigger ones. But I need to get the 8. None of these can really benefit from CP at all, so they're all going to be rank 12 controls. I'm gonna have to buy some more, but it's not the biggest deal. On the market board, they're not that bad. But I'm gonna have to buy a few more CP. Well, no, I got some rank 10s. What I should have done is done this on only the crafts that I'm gonna need to actually make what I want to make right now. So goldsmithing for that. Oops, dang it! I hate when I do that. Weaving for this, and alchemy for this. Notice how this one needs 4 of the Mason's Abrasive, and those were 500 purple crafting script each. Yeah. So you still have to farm the purples. Yeah, it is what it is. Oh, and another thing, definitely do the weekly. So go in if you are keeping up with the custom deliveries. These are the ones I have unlocked and maxed out. Zloe is a very funny storyline. Well worth it. Monago, she's just an awesome cat lady that, you know, she. If you are up to level 100, you know that she has taken over at, what's it called? I'm so sorry. Gear, nope, wait. Yeah, wait, no, not Garabania. Is it Garabania? Ralger's Reach. So she took over for at Ralger's Reach because Lise went somewhere else. So that's a cool. She's just a cool chick. Odd Courage is in the same spot basically as Zloe. Margaret is in. Not is yeah, Labyrinthos, Charlian Hamlet, and then the level 100 is Nitoikwe. She is in Shaloni. So yeah, these ones that have this little up arrow, just like you would see when you're doing fates, these are the ones that you want to do weekly because they will give you orange. They will give you good orange. Like for Margaret this week, you get the bonus. That's what the little up arrow means. You get the bonus for doing crafting stuff. So I went to her and I did 6 of the Researcher's Relaxation Kit. So easy. And you get 6 times 180 of the orange. See down there, if you do at least 496 collectability, you get 6 of those. So, you know, almost 1200. Nope. Yeah, almost 1200. And you get purples too. So you get 270 times 6. Again, I don't really care. And you get gil. So 2505 gil each. They're so easy, dude. Crafting method, you buy one of these from the little vendor right next to her for no money at all. It's, yeah, basically no money at all. You get more money than you spend. And then you just do it. And it's so easy. Even the level 100 stuff from Nitoikwe is easy. Like, it's all level 90 stuff. It's not even hard. It'll be... Once you have them fully capped out and their full storyline is over, it won't always be like the level 90 stuff. You might have to make other stuff, but easy. Easy money, easy scripts. Do it every week. I got more to do tomorrow. What are we doing? We need full control 12s. Definitely have to buy more. We ran out already. Once again, I would only get 2 CP out of this, so what is the point? Oh, also notice I took all of the craftsmanship materia out, and we are still... I needed 5406. I have 5424. We're fine. I need to go buy more, but before I do that, let's put on... This one can take 12, so I'm actually going to use one of my rank 11... So plus 11 CPs here. This one can also take 12. So I'm going to get 11 out of it. I've never seen CP this high. It's a beautiful thing for me. It's so much more fun also crafting, being able to click all your buttons and not be super worried about it. These are all also CP. See these first 3, I can get at least, I can get 15, so I can get 11 out of them. These last 2, I'll just use 10s, because I can only get 8. If you're about to put a materia on and you're not totally sure about it, as long as this number down at the bottom here doesn't turn red, like, see that craftsman, I wouldn't be able to use the craftsmanship, like all of it. So, you know, keep that in mind. A couple of them are going to be red because we have no other choice, so we need the CP there. See, look, I can only get 8, so there's no point in using this. I'm use one of these 10s. See, I can only get 8. And it feels sad. I only need to buy 1 of the control materia. Let's just go Let's see if anybody's selling one. I'm gonna have to use a lot of it, so let's see, what's it called again? We type in command. You can also just scroll through. We need 12s. I only need one, but 13,000 since when, bro? You guys suck. And these aren't even the ones that you like race through. I want to spend 13,000. Whatever. Stupid buttheads. Okay, so we got up. So craftsmanship, whatever. I knew we're fine. We dropped a lot, but we don't need it to follow these recipes. Control 50-35. Once again, even just the steak alone. Actually, sorry, we're only gonna have steak to give us control, so we're cool there. Now the big thing, 746 here. I have 644 on blacksmith, which isn't actually the good measure. I do need to retrieve this one. Don't care if it fails. And we will put, sadly, just a 10, but it is what it is. It's fine. We only get 8 out of it. Okay, so to this 629, 15, yeah, same thing. We got to do goldsmith. We got to do this one as well. Weaver. What was the other one? Alchemy. I did all of this math with the 550 in mind, not the blacksmithing stuff. I wasn't that dumb. It could have been. It would not have been the first time. Weaver, alchemy. Make sure I'm clicking the right one. And they all share this gear, so that's already the control and CP. Cool. Update these things for no real reason. Alright, so what did we get to? We got to 50-15, which, yeah, it only takes 80 control, and the food that I have is going to give me 97, so we're baller there. 92. We'll have to do that. So remember, 92 and 27 if we need it. So 629 plus 92 CP from the food is 721. So with just the food, we're great for making that stuff. 721. And this one actually, it recommends the Tisane, right? So 721 plus the 27 we get from the Tisane, 748. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. Okay. And this video is still far from over, because we got some stuff to buy. It took me so long to figure out that I did not bone myself. I did not have to make the 720 stuff and pentameld it just to make the 750 stuff and pentameld that just to make the 770. I got panicked and annoyed, and it took me a while. All it took was to read this stuff. Stats displayed are after food, whatever, okay. Anywho, so, in order to make a crested shirt of crafting, we need 4 Craftsman's Try solutions. I went out and farmed the Cordia sap, which is only in Yoctel from 12 to 2, either AM or PM. Okay. I farmed the Levinchrome Aethersand, which I don't have the thing anymore for that, but let's show you how I did it. Levinchrome Aethersands. See, I searched it recently. All of these are they pop. Oh, sorry, no. So you can fish for it. The purple palette is a fish. You can mine for it. You can botany for it. You can buy it for 300 orange scripts. No freaking thank you. Acquired from is because these can be ethereally reduced. And this one, so the thing that you can mine, these nodes will exist from midnight to 4 a.m. in living memory around these coordinates. There are 3 nodes. You just go in a triangle and hope that you can manage your gathering points appropriately, because you need to get these. I think you got to get them all the way up to 1,000 collectability. So like you're collecting in order to ethereally reduce them and get the maximum ether sand clusters and crystals out of it. I tried one just without being able to increase the collectability because I didn't have any gathering points at the time. I got like 1 crystal and 1 ether sand. So the thing is, the nodes respawn. I was actually waiting for. There's a lot of times that I was just waiting for to be able to use one of these high cordials. I need to buy a bunch more, but they cost purples. And I need the purples. Whatever. I'm gonna be farming a lot still. So I'd be waiting at a node, waiting for this to pop. Other people are just flying around. The thing is, I don't remember what level you get it. Revisit level 91. You get revisit. You have a chance each time. Every time you exhaust a gathering points resources. So let's say it has 4. You do 4 hits, whatever. Sometimes it restores all of your GP, all your gathering points, and all of the attempts, the gathering attempts at that node. So I think people were doing it smarter than me, and they weren't waiting for this to recuperate. They were just going round and round hoping to get one of those things. And they didn't even care that they weren't getting any collectability, because even just one of those quartz thingies, or just one of those root things. So the quartz midnight to 4. The roots here are 4 to 10. No, that's all right. 4 to 8. Yeah. So I farmed a bunch. I have 61 of the Levinchrome Aethersand. So let's continue with the lesson here. So I got to make 4 of these. Farmed these. Farmed the materials to ethereally reduce to make those. Condensed solution. Let's find it. Okay, condensed solution requires 125 orange scripts each. I do not believe there's any other way to make it, but see how I'm like, okay, for all the gear that I want to make, I actually need to make 24 more of those collectible Ra'Kaznar round knives. So I also gathered more Ra'Kaznar ingots, more ore and powder. Yeah. So, but for this demonstration, I have enough. Kind of coincidentally, I need to make 4 of these, so I need 4 condensed solutions. So materials, level 100 materials, orange scripts. The condensed solution, I need 4 of them. See, I have 0. I haven't bought them yet. So that's 500 scripts. Bye-bye. Hooray! 500 scripts is sadly 5. It could all. It was. Wait, no. 1, 2. Yeah. It could almost be 4 of the round knives. No, wait. What am I doing wrong? 1400. Wait. Why do I feel dumb? No, it's almost 3 of the round knives, but it has to be 4. So every 4 of those, you get enough to buy another condensed solution. Moving on. So now I can officially make 4 of those. Boom shakalaka. Diatrima felt. These cochineal pigments. Just, oh, these are timed as well. I didn't even notice that. Actually, I have a round. So you'll see like Cordyceps and the Cordyceps Cordialog are from the same node. So you kind of just pick which one you want to do. I needed 68 total for all the gear I want to make for that, and 32 total for that. These are both 12 to 2 a.m. and p.m. in Yoctel. Then you move on to the 2 to 4 a.m. and p.m. in Heritage Found for the Desert Lapis ore. You need 4 per gem that you need to make. Shaloni for the Shaloni coffee from 4 to 6 a.m. and p.m. You need those for something. Heritage Found again from 6 to 8 for the pigments, and like 8 to 10 for the raw rhodochrosite for those gems. And then lastly, 10 to 12 a.m. and p.m. For the octahedrite. I can't believe I pronounced that right. I didn't even look at it. Okay. And then you're back to beginning. 12, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Like just around and around and around. On a separate thing, you got to farm the quartz and the roots to ethereally reduce to do the ether sand. On a separate thing, you have to mine the stuff for the Ra'Kaznar ingots. You have to lumberjack the logs for the walnut lumber, and then once again mine the gem, the raw gem, and the powder again for the black star gold again. And then where we're at is not farming territory. I need diatrima pelts. And what are those? They cost 10 mathematics. And that would be these Allegan Tomestones of Mathematics. Now, in my opinion, if you are a healer, then probably the easiest way to get those would be to go to dungeons for Dawn Trail, and Mistwake gives you 80, and the Miso Terminal gives you 80. Those are both very easily spammable. The rest are like 60, 50, etc., whatever, on down. You can do trials, which are generally faster, but I don't think it's worth it because you're waiting for the queue. Raids, I have no idea. I don't think you get enough. I don't think spamming raids is a good way to get any of that. So, as a healer, you're spamming these two. If you are not a healer, if you're a tank, maybe your queues will be okay. But if you are DPS or tank, if you're DPS specifically, definitely do the duty support, which does not require leveling these guys up. That's trust. If your trust is leveled, by all means do that if you want. Just duty support, Mistwake, Miso Terminal. I would recommend, which one did I get? One of these is incredibly harder than the other. It has the boss that splits into 4 different little circles. Each person is bound to a circle, and you have to do your mechanics in your circle, and the healer is trying to heal you from their circle, doing their mechanics. I got that one. I queued for both Miso and Mistwake. I got that one, whichever. I don't know which one it is, though. I think it's the Miso Terminal. I don't remember. It's one of those. But, so like, look at the video first. And then, so if you're DPS, just spam these. If you're a tank, I think maybe still your queues would be better. You might get good queues. I don't know. But if I'm tanking, I don't generally like pulling wall to wall. It's just a thing that I have. I don't like it. Your trust and duty support aren't gonna. You technically shouldn't really do it. So, but that's how you farm mathematics, in my opinion. So we're gonna go get those. The rhodochrosite. We've already been over some of the materials. I farmed the raw stuff. The neo abrasives are also 10 mathematics. I need what is it? I need to make 2 of these, so I need 4 abrasives. and I need to make 5 of these, so I need 10 of the diatrima pelt. And I think it's always going to come out to each piece of gear is going to each piece of non-weapon or offhand gear is going to cost you, that's 40 plus 140. It's like, notice how these are different. This would cost oops, hold on. This is 4 and 3, and these were 5 and 2, so it's the same. Because each of these costs 2 of that, blah, blah. So, and again, I've already showed you the Mason's Abrasives. They're from any scrip exchange in any frickin' town. I'm just gonna, if you want to save money, like my Tuliolol is still my return point. But if you want to save, if you play Blue Mage or you have any other way to get a ton of Aetherite tickets for just by doing fun stuff, why I mentioned Blue Mage is the Masked Carnival. You can get a ton of these allied seals so easily every week. So, more than you will ever need, unless you're just crazy. What is your setup? Full red fox or wolf, maybe? I don't know. Cool. I don't know where to buy these. I'm guessing they're here. Tomestone Exchange is usually a good spot to go to. Wait, okay, I was like, I'm not usually this zoomed in, sorry. Other mathematics, crafting. So I need 10 of the diatrima and 4 of the neo abrasive. So that's 100 spent right there. Neo abrasive 4. Cool. Okay. Let's go to a quiet little spot. Let's go over by this delivery moogle. Why not? Okay. All of my gear. Ooh, condition's not great. Let's actually take... I want nothing to get in the way of anything. It's so nice being able to repair your own gear. I actually just recently started buying like 50 of these at a time. Just because I don't... Running out's annoying, and having to run back to town to buy them is annoying. Okay. Let's make... Do I have enough to make another? I need 140. I have to run... one. You can run one of the easier ones if you want, but like, why not make the most of your time? Okay, let's go. I'm a little bit nervous. I don't know why. I have the steak. I didn't make it. I probably should show. Oh wait, I actually do need to make, before we do further, I need to make at least one of these. So this is when it's HQ, it'll give me 27 CP, which is 2 more than I need. And also, yeah, I farmed all this stuff as well. None of this takes any... Wait, hold on. Doesn't it? I don't think it does. I gotta put that in a different spot. So for the Cunning Craftsman's Tisane, actually I bought the weeds. Peppermint's timed. That's not... So peppermint is from 10 to 12 a.m. or p.m. in Lakeland, in the Norvrant zone. Pearlgrass, I already had plenty. I don't know why I had enough, but the tumbleweeds, I bought them. Like you buy them for 3 each of the bicolor gems, which anytime I am in a Norvrant, Northern Empty, Ilsabard, Sea of Stars, any of these zones, so level 70 plus, anytime if I see a plus in one of these zones, like a fate with a little up arrow, I stop what I'm doing and I do it. Because these bicolor gemstones are basically always coming in handy. Otherwise, I would have to fight the enemy that drops these tumbleweed claws over and over and over again to get 36 of them. The drop rate sucks. I'm just going to tell you, it usually sucks. And doing one of the fates for 32 bicolor gemstones takes like 5 minutes. I mean, especially if you keep up with your gear, which is not saying you have to have the best HQ crafted gear for every level. Just keep up with it. I think you should be doing that anyway, because you're going to be jumping into dungeons, theoretically, maybe with other people. And I like to, be the best that I can. So I'll make one of these. These are level 97. I have different stats now. So it might be a little bit different, but I doubt it. My control is the same. Yeah, my control didn't change at all. But I don't need food right now. Boop, boop, boop. When you have this much durability, I don't mess with manipulation at all. So just I level 1. Okay. Also, I recommend. Let's say you made the level 97 crafting gear, and you want to use that, and you're gonna use that to make the level 100 item level 690 stuff. Wait until you're level 100, because you get trained perfection, which makes the next durability costing thing that you do cost 0 durability. So specifically, preparatory touch, groundwork, they both cost 20. This thing makes them cost 0. You only use it once per craft, but I basically use it right off the bat. So I get my reflect, trained perfection, great strides last for 3 rounds, three steps. So get that first. Innovation, preparatory touch, and then I'm just gonna basic standard. I could have done. I didn't look at the proc, but I could have done a precise touch there. That would have been nice. I need innovation again. We still need 3,000, so we're not quite there. So just boom, and we will be there. And then I'm just going to pop a basic, because we want to use all the durability we can before an immaculate mend. I'm just going to get some tricks of the trade, some CP back, why not? Immaculate mend. And then a bunch of progress to work with. I do less than I used to. Wait, we still are going to do like 6, wait, hold on. 600. We're going to do like 1,800? What changed? Oh, it's a lower level. It's a slightly lower level craft, I think. Is that what's going on right now? I'm kind of confused. When I hit this number used to reach like 1,600, but it's going to be like 18. I think it's just because it's slightly lower level than my gear is. I think it's an item level thing. So I don't need to use a I didn't need to use a waste knot before that, because we're going to cap this super easily. On this one, actually. Cool. So that makes 3. I'm all good to go. Without further ado, I'm going to stay in alchemy because I need to make 4 of these. Nervous. But I have a recipe to follow, dudes. And I'm going to want to, because these 35 durability things, they suck. I hate them. And I'm going to just have it open on my other screen because it's just easier. I don't want to alt-tab a bunch. You guys would probably hate that as well. It'd be really stupid to watch. So let's test it out. I can always buy another one of these. I don't want to, but it's whatever. It's fine. Okay. Oh, hold on. If you do not do anything, you don't make any actions, you're still on step 1, you can quit and not lose your materials. I forgot to eat my steak. Where'd it go? I shouldn't need to, whatever, I shouldn't even do one. Okay, stake it up. CP jumped, we're good. Okay, cool. So, reflect. Trained perfection. Great strides. Last for 3 steps. I don't care about procs. This macro is for ignoring procs. Manipulation. Innovation. Prep touch number 1. Prep touch number 2. Great strides. So we're using up the last bit of our innovation. 1 more great strides for another prep touch. And then this is the thing that drove me crazy, and it was so beautiful. Watch what happens to my durability. I'm not actually ever going to be using an Immaculate Mend or a Master's Mend. It's so funny. What did we just do? We did our last prep touch, right? Cool. So watch. Manipulation. Wait, even though we still had some of that left. Wait, I thought we did. How did I just not... Huh. Am I crazy? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... whatever. It should have restored a durability. That's weird. Okay. Anyway, sorry. Manipulation. Another Great Strides. Another Innovation. Watch, my durability is climbing thanks to manipulation. Innovation, right? Waste Not 2. My last preparatory touch. Another Great Strides. I'm surprised I have enough CP for this, actually. It's kind of making me nervous. Our Byrgot's Blessing? Really? I think I knew that going in. I think I knew I wasn't going to have enough control to guarantee. Yeah, I need 5115. I think I knew that. Sadly, I forgot about it until just now, but I did know it. I think I do need to use a proc here and there, but I don't know, whatever. Hopefully I didn't like fuck up on an excellent proc. So that was Byrgot's Blessing. Veneration. See, we're still using the manipulation and waste not buffs from before. That's why you have enough left over to do Veneration, Groundwork, Groundwork, Groundwork. This doesn't seem like it should be enough, but it is a basic. Boom. There's our material one. Let's do it again. Reflect. Trained. Great. Manip. Innovation. Prep 1. Prep 2. I can't... I think I can use this. No, I can't. I have to... Yeah, I can't. I have to... Okay. That was 2 preps, right? So this is... Great Strides in our last prep. This... Refreshing this, weirdly, doesn't give us durability back. That's so weird. Manip. Great Strides. Innovation. Waste Not 2. Prep Touch. Did I do something wrong? Something feels wrong. Great Strides. Byrgots. Veneration. Groundy. Groundy. You can actually... There's no problem ever substituting an intensive for a groundy. I could have, now that I'm thinking about it, if I had... See, I just made an NQ. I don't really like that a whole lot. Since I'm not using one of these Cunning, I could have made one of the other ones for the control. And I'm kicking myself a little bit now, but it's fine. It's whatever. I have more steak. I don't need as much control. I need less control. Yeah, we're fine. We're fine. If I don't HQ everything, 92% is a really good chance. So, anyway. Trained. Great. Manip. Innovate. Prep 1. Prep 2. Great. See, the thing is, an excellent proc can really screw you up, and I don't understand how these macros, like these are macros people are making. I don't understand how a macro makes up for that. Like it just, is there a way to do these crafts without getting any procs? Just like saying, like, can you tell the game I don't want procs anymore? Manipulation, great strides, innovation, waste not to, prep, great strides, Biergots, veneration, ground. It cuts it so close too. It's so weird. I don't like it at all. Reflect, trained, great, manip, innovation, prep, great, prep, manip 2. I think I can use this, but I want to use it for, I'd want to use it for control, so it wouldn't really do any good here. Sorry, so that was manip 2, great strides, innovation, waste, oh fuck, see, right there. Now I have a poor proc. That excellent proc fucked me up. I don't understand. It sucks so much, dude. God damn it. At the exact wrong time. I have to use it. Right? I'm just gonna I'm gonna waste the great strides without doing this. Fuck, man. See, that's bullshit. If you didn't know, a poor proc means you're gonna get 50% less quality out of whatever you do, and I had no way around it. Fuck, man. Here I was going into this thinking I'm gonna have full HQ stuff to give. 83% sucks. Whatever. Is there a way to do these without any procs? Can I turn off procs? Of course not. You just have to shuffle. I got lucky. At 83%, I still got an HQ. I only need 4 or 5, right? So we're still in the green. Makes me nervous, but we're still in the green. Am I in the right? Wait. Sorry. Crafting. Check. Stop it. I can get rid of this, sorry. Ooh, my food buff lasts extra long, good. Okay, same thing. It looks, it's a different material, but same thing. Another excellent proc. Whatever. Another manipulation, great strides, innovation, waste not. Ooh, we got a good proc here. Well, this is gonna HQ for sure then. Prep touch, great strides. Use the last of the innovation plus the great strides for a Biergots. Sweet. Veneration, groundwork out 3 times. And a basic. Oh, you want to know what else Let's talk about one other thing. I got a little bit of time here. Um, I don't know how to do it the right way. Hold on. I got a little bit of time. You know what? No, we'll talk about it after. Sorry. Talk about it after. Great strides, manip, innovation, prep 1, prep 2, great strides, prep 3, manip, great strides, inno, waste not, our last prep. I can just use, no I can't. No I can't. Do Power Gods. I must have used a good somewhere in the, okay. Because 98's a bit high. Higher than we're used to. Why did, oh, I moved it like an idiot. Okay. Alright, I usually have this set synthesize button. I want it right over my reflect and muscle. Especially if you're doing a bunch of the same freaking things over and over again. You just want to be able to click and be done. Some of these steps feel very... Shit. That was a weird lag that could have fucked me over. God, I haven't had lag like that in a while. My before this, my rotation was reflect, train perfection, manipulation, great strides, innovation. Oh, sorry, no. Reflect, prudent touch. So I'd be dropping down from 40 to 25 durability, train perfection, great manipulation. Great strides would get back to 30, innovation get back to 35, and our free preparatory touch would get us back to 40, and then basic, standard, advanced. I just did my third prep touch, so we're back to manipulation, great strides, innovation, waste not to, prep, our last prep, great with the buyer gots. I cannot do this. I'm just going to stick with the program. This is a macro, technically. Watch this 98 give me a freaking NQ like a jerk. No, thank you. Last one of the Diatrima Felts. Trained. Great. Manip. Inno, prep 1, 2, great strides, prep 3, manip, great, inno, waste not, last prep with a good proc, great, excellent proc, which we don't need, but whatever, thank you, I guess. And then veneration and ground workout, mostly. Basic synth. Cool. Felt is done. Rhodochrosite. Just make sure I did goldsmithing the CP. Yes, okay. Same thing. 35 durability, 5130 progress. I have some of these things keybound, so if you're kind of wondering why I'm going fast, I have a little bit of confidence in some of the buttons and the order of them. And sometimes, like, once you get used to a rotation, it just really feels natural at that point. 98, cool. I must have had a good in there somewhere. I wish that gave me a chance to get to 100, but it's fine. How many of these do I need? Oh, one more. Cool. I can tell by how many material I have left. Reflect. We're so close to actually making the freaking thing. Anyway, sorry. Great. Manip. Innov. Prep 1. Prep 2. Great Streeds. Prep 3. Manip. Great. Inno. Waste Not. Last Prep. Great. Bayergots. Great Bayergots. Was that, like, I was getting 92 before, right? That was the first of these things I made was 92. Whatever. Where am I at? Oh, veneration time. Veneration. No bleeding. Cool. Let's freaking go. So yeah, thank you for coming along on this journey with me. We'll use almost full. I'm gonna make one more, but you guys don't need to see that. That's boring. You've already been through the ringer with me. As far as pentamelding goes, part of me thought, like, if you have the time and you feel like doing it the long way, just do what I was talking about. Go, like, pick a job that's just gonna I picked carpenter because the only material that you need for the Claro walnut lumber is Claro walnut logs. For the Ra'Kaznar ingots, they require magnesium powder, one of those two. The black stars, they require magnesium powder with the gems as well. Like, it's just the Weaver stuff might not have. Let's check that out really quickly. You want to make the highest level stuff, so it would be Thunder Yards, and that's just silk. That's just as easy to farm as the Claro walnut logs. So 6 of one, half a dozen of another. Really, they're both in the same zone. Not that that matters at all. I don't know if one has a better path. I don't know. This one has a little bit of elevation, but it never plays a role really. Like, you're flying. If you can fly, that is. That's a big important thing. This one, I don't know if the path would be all that good, but I never tried it. But yeah, 11. That's fine. I don't know what it would be for leather. Definitely not leather worker, unless you have your retainers going out and getting just a ton of Brax skin, or sorry, yeah, Brax hides. Would this actually work? Level 94? Oh no, I'm in the wrong thing. Sorry. Gompthir, no, Gargantua. So if you have your retainers that are battle retainers, but again, it needs the bark, so it's just another thing to do. It doesn't make any sense. What are you talking about? The Black Star Armorcraft is the same as blacksmithing. Alchemy, is that a thing that you would? I don't think there's anything here that you would say was a repeatable that you would want to be repeating? No, I don't think so. I have a bunch of these and I don't know why. I think my retainers got them just doing regular stuff. Anyway, let's make the thing with the stuff now. We're doing the body of crafting. This is 7. Okay, I went too far. Crested shirt of crafting. So this is a different macro, and I need to do one of the things. I need to do one of these Tisanes. It's a pity to waste one on just one craft. But whatever, it's not the biggest deal. It's fine. It was 748, I needed 746. Let's go! Alright, this is Reflect. Innovation. This is weird. Prudent Touch. Prudent Touch. This only cost 5, half durability. 4 Prudent Touches in a row. I actually tried this. Is this the one I tried? Hold on. I actually tried a different rotation. I did I did this first. And this, how many steps? I think it says number of steps. This took 26 steps. We'll see how many steps this takes. So that was, okay, 4 of those. Another innovation. I think our last prudent. And then basic, standard, with a proc, advanced. Here's our trained perfection. Our immaculate men, so we actually do it this time. Our great strides, innovation, prep. Great strides, waste not to. Look, see, because I'm doing all this HQ stuff, like this is overkill. But I could have saved. It doesn't matter. I don't need the CP. Veneration. Groundwork for 10 durability. Another 10. Another 10. Another 10. Veneration again. Oh, fuck. I hit innovation. Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fuck! No, I'm gonna fail. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. I only have one way to get this back. Fuck me. I was so confident pressing that button. Fuck. I have to do one more groundwork. And 2 prudence and a careful. I don't have that much. Yeah, I'm already fucked. Fuck, man. Okay. I can do this 3 times and pray. I still need... I'll do half. That's not going to do the full thing. Nope, I have to pray. 50% chance that I didn't fuck myself. I did fuck myself, but God, that's so pissed off, dude. All of it. Oh my God. Please, 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 please. Fuck you. Riley, you stupid, 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 stupid head. Oh, I cannot believe that. I was 5 steps away. I lost everything. They didn't even let me keep one thing. That's another 500 purple scripts. I don't even have the 140. Oh my god. And these cost 500 purple each. I was gonna make 2 pieces of gear today, but I'm retarded. Sorry for that word. Oh my god. Well, let's move on. I swear to God. The reason these pictures exist is because of a site called, I think it's FF14 Teamcraft. I'll bring it in here in a second. I thought I saved it. Where did I save it? Teamcraft. Oh, stop it. I cannot believe. I'm so annoyed, dude. So annoyed, dude. I'm probably just gonna do... I'm gonna go easy mode for myself here. I'm just gonna do one of these main scenarios. Get 100. Get some extra stuff. Just... Actually, I need to spend some of my poetics before I do that. That's whatever. It'll overcap me by 26. Not the end of the world. Oh my god, dude. Anyway, sorry. Teamcraft is a cool site. Let's see. Crested Headband of Crafting, for instance. It's the same... no, sorry. Crafting Simulator. Crested. And then you go in here and you type out, so this is actually what my stats would be with all of this. So the food buff plus whatever, 5404, 5112. Sorry, I couldn't find my buttons. I'm so... Level 100 is actually necessary. You don't have to put the food consumables because I've added it here. You do have to make sure that you tell it, okay, I'm going to be using 3 of those and 2 of those and 3 of those. So like these are your HQ ingredients to apply them. And then you just follow the steps. Since I'm adding full HQ, I was able to do a different rotation. It's only 26 steps long. And it's right here. So yeah, reflect the train. I think what's it called? Train something. Train perfection. I can't remember any of these names. I'm kind of spiraling out right now. Not really, or fine. Great strides, innovation. And then instead of, like, they just used a bunch of the prudent to start with. I just used my freebie right off the bat for the preparatory touch. And then I actually did, I prefer doing this whenever I can. I did my basic, standard, advanced, did another innovation. Now I did prudent ×3. And then a buyer gots was all I needed. And then Immaculate Mend, the Waste Not 2, which is in like other, Waste Not 2, Veneration, the button that I messed up, 4 Groundworks, Veneration, Groundwork, Careful. I used a Careful after the Groundwork because I still had one more Waste Not up. You can't use the Waste Not buff with one of these prudent things. It doesn't let you. Like, watch this. See how it grays out prudent, unavailable, and waste not is active? You just can't do it. So that's why I used my last waste not for a careful, and then prudent, basic. So, yeah. That's everything. Okay, sorry, no. Why this website is extremely important. I think step 1 for team crafting, theory crafting, whatever you want to call it. I think step 1, figuring out, like, they have a base level. Sorry, they have a base amount. I need at least 5380 to even try this craft. And if you'll recall, this particular thing needs 5380. That's for the 35 durability materials. Let's go back up to there. And you need at least 5380. That's the required. So what I did to kind of play around, I think that you start from, okay, if 5380 is how much craftsmanship I have, and believe it or not, actually, let me show you something. It's actually pretty cool, pretty interesting. Like the breakpoint is greater than 24. I'll show you what I mean by that. Let's say that you had your waste knot, you had your veneration, and these are things to keep in mind. So let's say ignoring any buffs. Ignoring like the big buffs, waste knot 2, manipulation, whatever. If I do a veneration, I have to consider the veneration. So veneration, groundwork. See how this buff kind of ticks down with it? It's pretty cool. This website is awesome. Okay. I need to venerate again. I know that. I know. I get it. Groundwork. Really? You're not going to even let me do this? Fuck you then. Whatever. I'll show you. Waste knot 2. Veneration. Groundwork. Veneration. Groundwork. See how this keeps going up? This is my progress. If you have this many, like, I could probably basic out. No, not basic. Okay. See how that's not even enough? That's interesting, isn't it? That's not enough to get me all the way there. Oh, wait. Oh, that's because it was messed up. Okay, that's because this one, my waste knot wore off. So I wasn't able to do a full groundwork. This would probably be a prudent and basic. So you are spending like this, I think you definitely need the 98 for the waste knot. That's just kind of how groundwork works and this stuff, at least for the way this is all set up. So I needed at least 260 CP just to do all this stuff. And that's not even, but like what you can do, you say, okay, 260 just to get progress done. And look at this thing. All this stuff, 10550. If I put in my actual craftsmanship, 5404, 10550, remember that. And you apply it. It doesn't make a difference. Nope, hold on, it did. Wait, why'd that go up? Did that go up? Oh, it did go up. It didn't go up last time when I was doing the thing. Okay, whatever. Anyway. Does that mean anything else? No, it still is the same. You still need the same. So, just for... What am I talking? What am I thinking? Sorry. Just for the progress, just for the difficulty of the craft, you're going to need 260 CP. And then if you want to think about, like I figured out, since I am adding all of these HQ ingredients, although I did miss one, I'm not going to miss it next time because I'm going to make some of those control Tisanes, which you can't have you can't have two different Tisanes up apparently. They're potion buffs, whatever they're called. So you have to pick one. So I'll use the control for making all the materials, and then I'll use the CP for making the final thing. But let's say I'm adding all of the HQ mats. Everything starts the same way. Reflect. I can use my trained perfection. I didn't use manipulation, right? Okay, sorry. Let me follow the steps that I did I have it on my other screen just so you can kind of see I'm doing it off the side. Didn't use manipulation. You kind of tend to not really use it for the main craft for whatever reason. I don't really know why. But our great strides, innovation, and I used my free preparatory touch, so you didn't affect durability. And then your basic standard, use the rest for advanced touch. Main innovation's gone. Get innovation back. See, I'm doing really well already. But durability is a bit low, and I would like to see if I can finish off the quality portion of the craft before I run out of durability. And the thing is, like, I saw this page had a ton of prudent touches, so I know I probably have the 125 CP to spare. It's like I put together a bunch of different resources to figure out what to do here. So prudent there. And what you can do here is you can kind of say, okay, if a Baragot's here, no, not enough. Prudent, Baragots, nope, not enough. One more prudent, Baragots, boom. So that's what I did. And then that only used up whatever 748 minus 481 is. That's how I could have done the calculation the first time, you stupid idiot. I forgot this. Look at that. 41. So that used up 267 plus the 260 for CP from earlier. Yeah. That's in a perfect world. And actually we are in a perfect world. With all of the frickin'... If I had followed my rotation, I might not have messed up. I still probably would have, but I might not have. But yeah. Now we go into my rotation. We kick it back because this is the beginning half of my rotation. See, you can't really see that well, but it's identical. I can't really show it that easily. Immaculate Mend, Waste Not 2, Veneration, correct the first time. Groundwork. Veneration. This is where I messed up on the stupid craft and lost all of my materials. I'm so sad. So you have one more Waste Not, so I can't even do the Prudent here. So I'll just throw in a Careful. They're the same efficiency for progress. So there's my Careful. Prudent. And I'm like, okay, how much CP do I need to just get over that hump? But it's whatever. It doesn't matter. It still is successful in the end. So I am gonna cry. No, I'm gonna go do one of those main scenarios. I'm gonna do it all over again. I'm gonna get some drinks first though. But learn from me. Pay attention to what you're clicking so you don't cry like I kind of wanted to. Do I have everything I need aside from the stuff I have to buy? I need to buy 4 more of those, which is 2,000. So I'll need a few more crafter scripts of the purple variety. Well, that's I can just make one today and then farm up for the rest of them. So annoyed, dude. So annoyed. Yeah. I'm good on those. I have to do a dungeon to afford those. Good on the pigments. Dungeon for those. These also cost, but they're like, so I 500. I'm good for that. I got a bunch of 11. I probably got more of these than I needed. I was farming lightning clusters at the same time. When you start making, so this still, these do take clusters. Notice that. Let's actually go over that really quickly. We're gonna do the full comprehensive thing. So let's type in wind cluster. I've already searched for it previously. So the easy place to get these is, I have a list. Let me see if I can find where I put it. So in Mordunna, at 1 a.m., 4 a.m., sorry, no, 1 a.m., 5 a.m., 9 a.m., you get a cluster pop. You get at least 6 attempts, so you can do one of each cluster. You're going to want to... It's either going to be botany or mining. I don't remember which one is which. Like, probably the AMs could be mining and the PMs. Like, it repeats in the PM, so 1 p.m., 5 p.m., 9 p.m. These extra thingies that I have here are particularly for wind, because this is when the special nodes pop up that give you that you can mine or botany collectibles and then ethereal reduction them in order to get the clusters that they do. So what you would look up is the particular cluster you're looking for, and you're looking at these things. So Highland Oregano, somebody down here has been helpful, from 8 p.m. to midnight in... Wait, what? You can get Highland Oregano from 2 different places? Okay, weird. So, that doesn't make any sense. Whatever. So if you're farming wind cluster specifically, from 8 p.m. to midnight, you are in the Sea of Clouds, which is a huge zone. Not a fan of it. Getting to these places is annoying, and it's also multi-leveled. Like, you never know how high up or low down your island is going to be. It's like a bunch of floating islands. I think I wrote down Corthus Western. Yeah, Core West. Oops. So yeah, these are the kind of the things that you can do in between the more Dunna nodes, or you can just do these alone. So you can create a rotation. So okay, at 8 p.m. I'm going here, and at midnight I'm going there for the Furiment. At where does it say? At midnight. Wait, these are both also 8? What the hell? These are the same things. Core West, midnight, Sea of Clouds at 8. What the heck? Those are different. Those are different things. What's going on here? Whatever. This one doesn't even have, like, nobody's done their research on that one, because I guess they don't really need to. I don't know. The pot marjoram. This one is 12 a.m. also. If you're looking for one that's like not at 8 p.m. or midnight, this one's probably 8 p.m. because they said 11 p.m. That's the window is most likely 8 to 11. Yeah, you do these for all of them. All of these things that are in this list are going to be ethereally reduced, and that means that you do have to get them up to you know what? I need some wind clusters. What time is it in game? Perfectly bad time. Okay. Let's look for a 5. That's noon. That's 6 p.m. Wait. 4 to 8. Okay, cool. So let's go... Where is this? Sorry, I can't even see what the zone is. Hello? Anybody? Yangtze. Okay, thank you. I'll show you one. Yangtze is in the authored, I think. Yeah, it's almost always on this side too. Probably one of the longest videos I've made in a while. And with such a failure in Square Enix, can you just help me out, please? Okay, these nodes don't show up as like sparkly nodes. 1813. Yeah. Am I on the wrong side? I am. Whatever. Actually, no, it's not whatever. I don't want to fly over there. You have to go like all the way around here. It's right. Actually, that might have been, whatever. Oh, I hate getting out of here. It's so stupid. Well, it's easier when you can fly. So we're at the correct Y coordinate. So around here, yeah. Wait, lush vegetation? Is that right? No, that's not right. This one says 8. This one says... Oh my god. Location now seems to be... I hate life, dude. Can I do something right in this video, please? So Bobby got it right. 30... 31:28. I'll get there in time to do at least one. Enjoy Yonxia though in the meantime. I think these actually might have been the ones I've already done once and I still went to the wrong spot. Okay, we're in the zone, we're in the area. Right? What the fuck? Why is it so far away? What's happening? Dear God, what's... Oh, it's AM? Why am I so dumb, dude? Roktika, can I get there in time? 26:24. Ugh. Is this also hard? Okay, cool. I forgot about the music here. Okay, I'm going to 24:15. These can't be it. Yeah, no, they're not. They can't be and they're not. Yeah, see, they do sparkle. They just don't show up as sparkly on your... Like, they don't give you a direction. So we are doing Sweet Marjoram. It is collectible, so you kind of got to mess around with it. I always want to have at least 800, and I'll show you why here in a second. You do want to get 1,000. I'm hoping this will get it there. Nope, okay. I do like to use this to give me a better chance at not using an integrity here. 50% chance once I use this. Didn't get lucky. Oh no, it didn't. Yeah, it didn't use integrity. So, Ageless Words is another 3. That's why I have 800. I get lucky sometimes. So Wise to Words. That's so lucky. Something went well here. So you want 1,000. I'll actually show you another one here. Where's it? Yeah. These ones just, you can just rotate in, like you just rotate them. I don't have enough. I want to demonstrate why it's best to. You can just collect them. Wait, what? Gather actions such as scour. Oh, you need at least 400? Interesting. Okay. I didn't know that. I never tried. Oh, you have to give it some collectability. Okay, I get it. You can't just do 0. It's fine. So, these ones are 300. And they ethereal reduce to only 2 crystals. I don't even get like whatever. Actually, I want to do the. Oh, we got some. That was cool. I want to do the other one before it goes away if I can. Can I reach it? Can I reach it? Can I reach it? Please, 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 please. Please. Yes. Haha. Oh my god, it went away. Nope, didn't get lucky. Okay, I'm stupid. I got a couple clusters out of that one. That was interesting. So yeah, you'll still get some, but if you get max collectability, 21, you get some ether sand, which at the time, like when the crystal, no, that isn't crystal. That is, yeah. When Shadowbringers was the highest, or sorry, the latest expansion. These came in handy for the same kind of crafts I'm doing now. That's what these, these are the older versions. But 21 win, and again, you can just rotate those. You're still getting some win. I didn't even know that. Like, you get better, you get more than I thought. Like, one time I did it accidentally. Let's close. Just show you one each. 22 more clusters. 20 more clusters and crystals. Crystals are always nice too. I got a bonus. That's the first bonus I've got. That's cool. I think I might be over on crystals now. Yeah, I can't go any higher. Am I getting them somewhere else? Are they going to overflow or anything? No? Okay. There's no overflow crystals unless I'm wrong. I wonder if they go anywhere cool, like to my retainers or something. Anywho, that is everything I could have shown you. This method that I just did is also, again, how you get the Levinchrome Aethersand, but obviously from the higher level stuff. I already showed you like the quartz and the roots that those are for. Yeah, there's not a whole lot else to talk about. I'm sorry that I didn't succeed. Just one button messed it all up, and then I didn't get as lucky as I needed to make up for it. It is what it is. Still very bummed, but yeah, it's okay. I hope you have enjoyed. I enjoyed making it despite the failure. And our good buddies over here next to the nice purple tree, we all thank you for watching. I hope you have enjoyed, and we'll see you soon for the next one. Bye bye for now. Almost 2 hours. Wow.